this is my elemental set I am currently having. Basically all epics, but of course, I'm all epics in every spec. Along with my talents, I'm 47-0-14. It's kind of a nice PvP, occasional PvE spec for the time being. Some very important things you have to know about elemental is your crit has to stay no more than 25. The only reason why you need only 25% is simply to keep the clear casting. After that, after you get the 3 points in Nature's Guardian, you only just hit spell damage, spell damage, spell damage, and that is basically the way to get the most DPS if you're PvE. PvP, however, you're going to basically want to go strictly for spell damage. You don't need really that much hit because it's not required for PvP, but the reason being for the spell damage is because you can't always crit due to the resilience, so no matter what, if you have spell damage, you'll pretty much hit with a good amount of damage, and that's just the basic elemental shaman fundamentals. This is my resto set. It is pretty decent. I've got about 2,000 healing. Yes, I'm not spec'd right now though, I'm just pretty much showing you my armor. I usually go with 0-5 and then the rest in resto for my spec. I have decent resto gear. It's been a while since I edited it. With resto, it's pretty basic. You're going to want to get around my mana regen, which is, while I'm buffed in raids, about 250. Probably a little bit more though would help you out. I have some low MP5, but I usually have 250 MP5 and about 2,000 bonus healing. Usually once you get around 250 to 300 MP5, you just go straight for bonus healing. You don't really need crit. It's pretty basic healing. And last but not least, my most favorite shaman spec, enhancement. I have some, I would say, pretty decent gear for enhancement. I'm currently spec'd for PvP and geared for PvP, just because not too much to work around these days since Wrath is coming out soon. But here's just a look down at some of my gear. My spec is kind of a tad bit messed up, I'd say, for enhancement, but it works for now. I think enhancement is the most difficult spec to work around for shamans. It's pretty basic though. For PvP, you just simply need a lot of resilience because shamans are suicide classes. I've explained that before. But all you pretty much need is crit chance, but more attack power because, of course, there's resilience and you can't crit much anyway. PvE, however, obviously with different gear and spec, you only want to have, just like elemental, 25% crit, just to keep the group with Unleash Rage, giving them attack power, and your flurries. And after that, you hit straight nothing but attack power after your hit rating is balanced out. And you also want to get the increased Wind Fury totem in your enhanced spec. This will cause the most damage for PvE, guaranteed.